Capricorn, welcome to your September 4th through the 11th Tarot and Astrology reading with Melissa from Island Girl Tarot. That's islandgirl2008@gmail.com and islandgirl.com/islandgirl. And both Island Girls have two L's on the end of girls. So for this week on the astrology, I'm checking out the Jupiter stationed retrograde against trining the Mercury retrograde. And for you, Capricorn, it's going to be in your 5th and 9th houses. And what just jumped out at me immediately is it's a kid at school. It's something about a child in school. And if they're off to college, they may want to be coming home. It may not be what they thought. That was just the first thing that just really jumped right off, that there's something with children and education here that you're going to be looking into. And if it's not, if you don't have any children and that doesn't apply at all, then you might be looking at some sort of education for yourself or even going back to school yourself, because Jupiter is retrograding in your 5th house of fun activities. And if you want to go to school, then it's a fun activity. You know, when you do it at 60, you do it because you want to do it, not because you have to do it. And the Mercury stationing retrograde in the 9th house, which is the natural sign of Sagittarius, which rules higher education and later in life education. I say higher education, it doesn't have to be college. It can be just learning any kind of a discipline. It's something that you're going to learn. But whatever you're doing it for fun. But I do think it probably, with it being in Taurus and Virgo, most probably increase or help financially at some point. It will have a payoff for sure. That's really interesting. So you'll have to keep me posted on that. I guess the other obvious thing is travel. Traveling for fun. And just with Mercury retrograde, if you know astrology, you know that rules trains, planes, and automobiles, and people that run them. So just be sure that your flight's on time and the time schedule hasn't changed and that kind of thing. But it does look like, with everything being retrograde, you could be going back to a place that you loved from your childhood or some place that you've always wanted to go back to. So keep me posted on that, Capricorn, and let's see what the Tarot has to say. Capricorn, September the 4th. Huh. Well, this is interesting, Cappy, because the reading is not going to have a whole lot to do with anything I just said. Really, it doesn't. It's more of, there's a situation now. It is possible that it ties into the travel, and you know what, that you could be studying overseas too. But it could be that you're going and somebody's not happy that you're leaving and that you're leaving somebody behind. That could be a little bit of it here. But I've got the Hangman and the Judgment card underneath the Empress. And that to me is some sort of conversation that is going to have to be had that's been put off with a female in your life that you don't want to have. It's going to be a conversation she's not expecting because the Tower's out next to her. And this is going to be an unexpected conversation. And there's going to be a battle. There will be a battle. Now, you'll come out the other side And I mean, like I said, it could be that maybe you have made plans to go back to school or to go study in another city somewhere or do something, and you haven't told your significant other. I will say, don't worry. The initial explosion, everything's fine. The magician comes out, and that means you're able to answer their concerns and questions and objections, and you're going to have options. And it is possible that even down the road, if you are going to go for several weeks, that the person could come travel and visit you. So to me, whatever this is something that you're telling somebody, and they're not prepared to hear it. Well, to me, it's like the death of Jimmy Buffett. That came out of nowhere. And then you find out that he's been sick all these years, and we just didn't know it. Well, okay. But God, that was terrible Saturday morning. And I think that's, this person's going to be like, now wait, what's going on? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? And what they want to know is, how is it going to affect them? What does it mean for you and them? And you're going to have the conversation, even with the Nine of Wands out and there's a battle, you come out through the battle on the other side. And you're able to make this right, whatever this is, however this plays out for you. Like I said, it could be travel, it could be school, it's something fun, hopefully, with everything happening in the 5th house. It is possible, just because the 9th house does rule judicial things, and the 5th house is children. This could be a judicial proceeding regarding children. And if that's the case, then that explosion is from a mama. And you better duck. But, it's like, what do you mean you want joint custody? And then you explain, now wait a minute, this is, it's not as what you think or whatever. You're able to explain it to them, and they're able to come down off the ledge. But when they first hear whatever it is that you've got to say to them, I think you're going to get a pushback that you're probably not prepared for. So Capricorn, keep me posted. I'll be real interested to see how all of this plays out for you guys for the week. And again, you can reach me, Melissa, at islandgirl2008@gmail.com and keen.com/islandgirl. Hope you all have a great week. Keep in touch. Take care, Kat. Bye-bye.